Hello friends, it's Selene here. That was quite a bit to get to you today, but I'm all set now. I hope that you're finding me okay. I'm gonna get logged into my computer. I don't even have my computer open yet. It looks like I'm a little wobbly. I'm gonna move this. Oh, maybe that'll help. Okay, so I hope you were doing well. Let's see. Oh, I see you now. Okay, when you get here, just let me know that you're here so I can see your comments and I will get moving here. Hey, Vicky. So good to see you. Feels like it took me forever to get on today. Hey, Trish. All right, great. So good to see you. My name is Selene. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I have been playing with Halloween stuff like a crazy person. I have a really cute and simple fun fold for you today. If you love the stamp set that I'm going to play with today, in 2 weeks, so a week from Monday, I'm going to take over our weekly Zoom because we do it every week for free. We just get together and hang out. But I'm going to take over the first hour or so and do a free demonstration on how to watercolor, color with your blends, the differences between coloring with markers, classic markers versus alcohol markers, the color lifter. I get so many questions about different coloring mediums. I had my hair done today. And as I was sitting in the chair, there was somebody sitting beside us, and the hairdressers were having a conversation about the right colors to blend together to get the color that the lady in the chair wanted to have. And you know, when I did hair, that was one of my favorite things to do. I was all about, okay, so what's underneath that color and what do I have to do to get you to the desired color that you want? Well, it's kind of the same thing when you're working with different mediums and you're coloring. Do I use alcohol ink? Do I use classic, which is a water-based medium? What's, memento? What is tuxedo black memento dye-based ink versus StazOn versus all of these things? So I'm going to go over all of it in its detail, but as a result, we're going to make 4 projects. I've already got orders coming in, and as orders come in, I am shipping out packets so that you guys can craft right along with me on Zoom. We'll mute everybody in the beginning, and then at the end, unlike this where I kind of just talk at you for, a half hour or an hour, you'll have the opportunity to ask questions. We'll unmute you. We can see your screen maybe if you're having trouble with a particular technique, and we can work out any coloring issues you might have if you have any. Or maybe you can teach me something, because that's where the best stuff happens, when we can sit across the table. And that's why I decided to try it on Zoom. So thank you for the orders today. I had several people place orders, and you will be getting your packages in the mail as soon as possible because everything's already cut for that workshop. So today, on the fly, I decided that I wanted to recreate a beautiful fun fold. I had my team meeting Sunday. I don't know if you probably know me by now that like my team are like my family. And this particular artist, I begged her to join my team. She used to order from me every month and was afraid that I wouldn't get the commission on her order. And I wanted her to get her own discount so badly. And now every month I get the benefit of swapping with my friend. In fact, yesterday somebody in the creative group said, I want to make cards like Robin. So Robin Greger, I want to make cards like you too. But because you chose our team, I get to swap with you every month, and that makes me happy. So this is a fun fold that Robin kind of came up with on accident, and I'll explain. She showed us at the meeting that this card was a mistake, and then she ended up making them all the same. Well, it doesn't look like a mistake to me. In fact, I was thinking, you know how we buy those little calendars that you can tear off? That this would be a perfect easel to make those calendar cards that are going to be coming up very soon, right? Okay, so let's just flip the camera and take a look. I have some new scrapbooking things in front of me. Check it out. So I thought we might marry up what's coming up in the workshop. Ooh, this one got snuck in there. We'll have to take a look at that one too. We'll take a look at this first, and then we'll make a card, okay? So let's flip this over. Sorry if I make you dizzy. Ooh, it looks like I'm got stuck with the drawers open. Okay, let's see. Here we go. All right, so it's still in the plastic. I haven't opened any of this yet, but that's what On the Fly is all about, right? We're gonna make things as we go. So before we get started, I'll show you. I cut out some die cuts. I just kind of went randomly, and that's why it took me an extra minute to jump on. I didn't want to take your time cutting, but then you'll notice I was kind of off the platform a little bit, and I only cut half a circle there. Who knows if we'll use it or not, but whatever. And I like to put my die cuts on a magnet sheet going back in, and of course, I was like a hot mess coming through here to get on in time. So let's straighten out this sheet and put it away. And these are the stylish shapes. Oh, looks like I'm missing one. I must have left it over on the counter, but that's okay. When I put my dies away, there's a hole on this side of the container, and I used to always just kind of jam it in this way. But then if something gets loose, it can get loose through the hole. So what I do now is I flip this over and I put it in so that it's facing this side without the hole. I know that's a simple little thing, but it does make a difference to me. And then the label goes on the side with the slot to close it up. I have 3 sets of these. They're my favorite dies. Okay, so I was gonna make a card at the meeting, and I started to make a card with Robin's measurements, and here they are for you to see. In case you're not seeing them, let's grab a pen. Oh, it's dark, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, well, let's see if you can see it. Here, I'll go darker. How about black? Or maybe I should go white. But this is 2, this is 4, and this is 5.5. So normally, we will cut or score a paper at 5.5 only. But this one, we're gonna score. And of course, I got my scoreboard markers in the right spot. And if you're wondering where they come from, my daughter makes the, because I lost my scoreboard markers, and she pulled out her little tool and made me some on her 3D printer, so that's really helpful. Shout out to Lex. Oh, goodness. So 2, 4, and 5.5. So when we fold a card at 5.5, it just means that it's in half, right? Like that. But we need to cut it. And of course, my trimmer's underneath all this. So hang on one sec. Momentarily while we switch. And you may wonder why I pull out a scoreboard for a live video. Well, first of all, I use my scoreboard all the time because if I'm doing multiples, it's way easier than taking something out, putting it in, finding the right measurement. If I have it on the scoreboard and I'm scoring cardstock in half, it's a fast and easy thing just to mark it on my scoreboard and go for it. Shout out to Gail who just stopped by. She wanted to pick up a catalog and said she needs a new trimmer. So I'll tell you about this one. And if you know me, you've heard this before, but it's always good. If you're using this trimmer and you put your paper all the way against this back fence, that measurement is 6. I don't even have to look at the ruler, but it does stop at the 6-inch mark on the ruler. And then this line is 5.5, and we use that 5.5 a lot. If we were scoring here, we would score at 5.5, right? I'm gonna use the cutter. And on this, you get a cutting blade and a scoring blade. So you don't essentially need a scoreboard because you have this in your arsenal. But if you're doing a lot of scoring like I do, it's really helpful to have one. They're really good for boxes too. So I'm going to put this at 4 1/4 and cut it in half. And that's our card base. Oh, I guess I didn't cut any extra pieces, huh? I cut some die cuts, but I didn't cut any white. So why don't I just grab some? I usually have a stack. I had every other color but white. So I usually have a stack of 5 1/4 by 4 already cut. If I'm cutting for a class, I automatically put them in. Now, come on. I have everything but a tape runner. All right, I got liquid glue. This is good. My goodness. So I'm going to start, oh my goodness, by taking this and folding it in half and then just putting my card base in. And hopefully, oh, there we go. So I've seen people use liquid glue. I use it like this for a card because that is plenty of glue and it's not standing up either. It's nice and flat, but when I lay this down, it won't take forever to set up. And I don't have to worry about it if I don't use too much glue. Sometimes on the white, especially if you make big lines and you let the paper sit for a couple of days, when the glue dries, it'll pull on the fibers and you'll actually see lines in your project. So I'm careful when I use liquid glue not to use too much. That also means that my liquid glue goes for days. I don't have to take a new one out hardly ever. I do use the Seal Plus a lot more because it's instant and I like instant. But all I'm doing is that first latch, we scored it 2 and 4 and 5 1/2. So this little piece here is going to get stuck down like this. Okay, so that gives us a spot that's left over. And I'll show you Robin's card. Oh, isn't it cool? I'll show you again. You got to see this. And look at her coloring. Isn't it beautiful? She is definitely just so talented, and I'm so grateful she's on our team. And we have a lot of talented people on the team, so I'm very lucky that I get to swap with so many amazing people. So what Robin did next was she embossed this. Before she stuck everything down, she actually embossed this. I'm going to kind of skip that step in the... All right, hopefully I didn't get blasted off. Somebody called me. I apologize. They always want you when you're live. Okay. So anyway, Robin embossed her card front like that. Okay. So now we're going to take and make a spot for this, okay? So the next piece that we cut is going to be 4, well, she went 4 1/8. This is 4 1/4, so I might even be tempted to go 4. And she did 1 1/2. But this measures 1 1/2 total. So I might go 4 by 1 1/4. So I'm going to write that down on my scrap paper here. So that's for the cardstock piece that goes on the end there. Okay. So while I've got this here, I'm going to say that the card base measured 11 by 4 1/4, and then we scored it at 2, at 4, and at 5 1/2. Okay? Cool. So let's break into this stuff. I haven't done anything with this, and my die cuts are falling out of the... But at least I have die cut pieces. This is the sticker sheet. Actually, here, let's do this one first. Oh my gosh, this one ended up in the middle by accident, but this is the sticker sheet that goes with the deer. Ugh. Sorry to tease you. I'm so excited and I can't wait to break into these. I had to pick one. Here. Let's, I don't know. There's a few things missing from my toolkit today. Scissors, adhesive, my goodness, that's okay. I sent out all of the quarterly kits yesterday, and it is video day. So after I get off with you guys, I'll be making more videos. Oh, there's my tape runner. Oh, nope. That's why I didn't have it, because it's right empty on the table. Anyway, these sticker sheets look really cool. Let me show you. So all of so it is a single sheet, and it comes with designer paper. But all of these are individual stickers. So Something Wicked This Way comes, Wicked Fun, Spooky Season, Fright Night. These are all things that can come off and go on your projects without having a stamp. So they're like very, very fast. Candy, Candy, Candy. You cast a spell on me. So cute. And these would be great. There's stars. There's a bat. I don't know if you're seeing them. Hang on. So here's the bat. So I can't wait to dig into this and make some projects with it. But I first want to take a look at the paper, because really I want to recreate this card, the easel. Oh, and she put the same thing on the inside. So let's figure this out. We're going to cut 2 pieces that are this measurement, 4 by 1 1/4. So that's our card base, and that's the inside, and that little piece that we kind of stuck down is all set now. Let's take a look at this designer paper. So it comes in the scrapbooking brochure. It is while supplies last, so there's no real scrapbooking brochure available for print. Like, I can send you a holiday catalog if you've ordered with me, but there's no printed catalog of this. And it's adorable. It comes with, and this was another thing I had to do. I had to run around my room and find. It's Pool Party, Pumpkin Pie, Early Espresso, Gorgeous Grape, Basic Black. Did I say Granny Apple Green? Because that's in there too. And it looks like Smoky Slate. They always sneak in colors that are not, Okay, so there's Pumpkin Pie, and out of this one you get 1, 2, 3 sheets of that pattern. Okay, and then here is Granny Apple Green bubbles. They're adorable, and of course you're only going to use a little piece. Black and white stripes. I love that. Oh my gosh, I might have to use those on the card. They're so cool. Oh my god, I'm gonna have fun with this. All right, and then it looks like stars, and then purple snow, acid rain. So there's 3 sheets of that. There was 3 sheets of the purple bubbles. Oh my god, these are so fun. And then striped paper. Oh my gosh, to pick between that, and this is the Pool Party one. To pick between that and the black and white is going to be really hard. My goodness. So you get 3 sheets of each, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4 designs. So you still get 12 sheets. It's just, I like that. You get a little bit more paper, and, well, you get the same amount of paper, but you get, like, more of each one. I like that a lot. Okay. That's exciting. Oh my god, you can't contain that. Well, I was just opening it live with you. They just literally showed up here earlier. Okay, so I'm going to take my Gorgeous Grape and add my pieces for the inside and outside. So let's do that. And we said it's 4 by 1 1/4. So I'll do this, and I do this with my club every month. They cut their own designer paper. So if I know I need 2 pieces, I'm not gonna put it in and take it out 2 times. I'm gonna cut it at 2 1/2, which essentially is 1 1/4 plus 1 1/4. But then I can just slide it over and cut again. So that saves me half a second, rather than pulling it out, picking it up, putting it back in. Wow, I'm all over the place. So there's those 2 pieces. Then, where's my little ruler? Yeah, probably on the floor somewhere. All right, well, let's go this way. So these are 2-inch slots. So I would go 1 1/2 by 4. So how about, I don't know if I want these or not, but I'm going to cut them while we get the cutter out. So 1 1/2. I did 3, and now I'm cutting that piece in half at 1.5. So I get the pieces to cover that. I gotta bring that stripes back. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. These colors are so fantastic. If you didn't get a chance to get the scrapbooking papers yet, they're fantastic. Where did the fun stripes go? Oh, there they are. That's what I want. So I think I'm gonna do a little bit of both. How about I'm gonna put both pieces in, and we cut the cardstock pieces at 4, and I want to layer on top of those. So I'm gonna cut this down to 3 3/4. Okay. Hey Tara. Hi Peggy. Hey Jill. Hi Alexis. Oh my gosh, school is going great for her. I am so proud of her. You can't even. She's got so many good things happening. Okay, so that's 1 1/4. So I want these doohickeys to be 1, but I'm trying to decide. I think I want this one. All right, so we know that we want 2 pieces that are 1 inch. And then these we cut to 1 1/2. So I'm going to go 1 1/4 on the others. But I think I might do it this way. So if I want 2 pieces that are 1 1/4, I'll cut it at 2 1/2. And then 1 1/4. So those are all the pieces I need just to get onto the base the way that I want it. Can you even? They're so cool. I'm so excited. All right. It's like playing cards, isn't it? So I'm going to just marry these up first. And get them on there. So cute. Oh. I can hardly contain myself. I'm so excited. Hey, Nancy. Good to see you. We had fun last night on Zoom. I designed the breast cancer card, fundraiser cards. And that information will be coming out shortly. The planning committee, I'm going to try and hold a meeting next Tuesday night. So hopefully everybody can make it. I'm going to see one of the team members this weekend and even bring her some of her cut paper. I like to donate all the designer paper and tie the bows for the teams for the live event. And then we have a to-go option. Well, it's not really to-go. You're not going to get a packet, but we have a bunch of great designers that design a card with a particular suite. And again, I'll, give you all the details later. We usually announce it October 1st, so I'm way ahead. But hey, speaking of, something came in the mail for you. You want to see? Because they sent it to me, but I really think it belongs to you. You ready? I don't know if this is going to show up good on the camera, so bear with me if I'm getting... So this is the first time in the history of our team that we raised more than $25,000. So we are a pace setter team in Boston, and we actually surpassed that. We were 26,000 last year. So we're getting ready to kick off that fundraiser, and I just want you to know that you make a difference to people when you help with the charity. So I'm glad I can show this because I was trying to figure out how to photograph it, and it's like almost impossible to photograph. So it shows up pretty good on the video. Thank you for being a part of that every year. I couldn't be more grateful. Okay, so back to card making. I love that we make cards, right? It's one of my favorite things, but I love even more that we can take our passion and make a difference in the lives of each other. So it means the world to me. Anyway, I'm gonna put one of these at the top here. Oh, I love it. So cool. Little dots. The less you use of this, the more you love it. And then this one I'm going to put up on dimensionals. This is going to make our easel stand up. So we can decorate this. We can have a little surprise inside. But this is just the mechanism for it to stand up. So I'm going to peel off the outside four. The middle is just to make sure that we don't have any sag going on. It doesn't need to be sticky. It's all sticky enough. So I'll take that and turn it over, and we're going to line it up with the bottom 4-inch white on the inside. Okay, so now our easel is going to stand up like this. Like a witch's hat. I just need to put it on. So fun. All right, and then we'll take these strips and get some layers going on. Just because this is very black, so I thought it would be fun to have some detail. And I also didn't want to make it, I could have made this bigger, I guess. That's okay. I didn't want to make it overdone either, so I thought just a little bit. And of course, you could do like Robin did on the original card and emboss it. So that's her original. Her coloring is pristine. Okay. So here's that all standing up now. Cool. All right, so that brings me to my die cuts. I pre-die cut some pieces because I thought it would be nice to have some stuff just to play with. So I didn't have to keep you hanging to watch me cut, you know. My son is a plastic and reconstructive surgeon who specializes in breast reconstruction. Wow, Judy, that's amazing. Well, thank you to your son. So when I cut the color pieces, I cut bigger pieces, and I did both black and gorgeous grape, although on this one I think I could have gone through. With the die cutter, the cut and emboss, it's intended for you to go through twice. So down and back is how it's supposed to be. And of course, in a mad rush, I just kind of let it go. In fact, it came shooting out because I had it kind of hanging on the edge. So I'll just leave that black one in there. And then I have these die cut pieces from some banners and some circles. And of course, with the white, I can cut 2 at a time, but you have to break them apart when you're done. Thanks, Robin. Okay, let's see what we can come up with. I was actually eyeballing this sticker. Like, you cast a spell on me. Perfect. There's only one sticker on the whole sheet, though, so I feel like I don't want to waste them, but oh my gosh, so cool. All right, so look. Right on the stylish shapes, there's that size. Let's see if the size is, nope, that's exactly the same size. So let's just go up one. Got to test it all, right? And I like that, but seems to me that I should cut a little piece of this off too. And of course my scissors are on the other side of the room. That's so ladylike. Hang on 1 second, I'm gonna get some scissors. Rip. Hey, I found that missing die. That's a good thing to put away, isn't it? Okay. So, I'm thinking that I'm gonna cut up this slice, and I'm gonna use the sticker as a guide on where to cut. And I'm gonna start like that. Oh, these are awesome. You know, they remind me of the old Simply Scrapping kits. Do you guys remember those? When I first started, we used to get these kits, and they had a couple sticker sheets, and they're not like, these are like cardstock. They're not like a regular sticker that just folds over flat. This is like really quality. I'm so excited. Oh, that's like their back. And you could create pages in minutes because they had the sticker sheet. They had the 12 by 12 cardstock, which we have again, finally. And then the matching designer series paper. So you could make pages for days with just one little bit. And what's nice is you use up what you have before you go to the next set, but you have so many things that all coordinate, and it's magically matchy in the Stampin' Up colors. So I'm so grateful that we have all this stuff back. Oh, okay. So I just took the sticker sheet. You cast a spell on me. Oh, it's a little crooked. Don't make me go crooked. Here, use the sticker for the positive. Here we go. Nice and straight now. And I don't know about you, but I think it needs some wink. Let's make sure I don't have any stuff on my brush. Yep. I'm always painting with Wink Estella. Again, you can see that in 2 weeks on the free craft along that I have coming up on Monday, September 23rd. If you sign up, I will remind you that morning, and then I'll send a reminder 2 hours before and then a half hour before. So if you're in a different time zone, have no fear. You'll get emails at the right time. Okay. Oh, is this not the cutest ever? Okay, so I'm going to be careful when I put this on my card not to seal it shut. I don't want to seal this to the card like that. I want to make sure that it stands up. So I put extra adhesive on that, and I'm going to let it set up for a second. I think I need the butter box to get some embellishments going here. Is this not the cutest ever? Okay. I like this guy. We'll use him. Some scrap paper. I'm going to give this a test. This is a block my friend got me when we went to Onstage. My whole team went to Onstage together, and then all of our friends from Monday night, and we were in Houston together. And then next year in March, we all go again as a group, and we're going to North Carolina. I have a big group in North Carolina of team members, and I'm so excited because we'll get to see them. We may even host a pre-party launch for our group, you know. So, okay, Granny Apple Green. I'm going to pull some plastic out of my trash can. This is just cardstock I opened, and I keep these bags handy because you just never know. Speaking of painting with Wink Estella, I'm gonna use that to color him. I went looking for the stuff to color, and it realized I had everything put away for the workshop. So I had pulled my pumpkin pie ink pad, which we'll be using that night. And then I started on the hunt looking for everything. But we'll just use a couple of colors on this guy. Here. Gorgeous grape. So I am literally just touching a plastic bag with the ink pad colors so that I can get some something to paint with. And ooh, it sounds like it's you want to get. So the trick to painting with Wink Estella, and we can do this in more detail on the workshop in 2 weeks, but is to make sure that you have enough wink on your brush. If you find that you're painting with Wink Estella and it's not going on silky smooth, you probably don't have enough wink there. It should work like paint. So this is fun. And I'll give you lots more detail, but it's going to be fun. So if you can't make that night, it's going to be okay. I'll record it and YouTube it and put it out after. But if you can make it and you end up with questions, you'll be sitting across the table from me on Zoom and you can ask me. So I'm going to use this like a scrap paper anyway because we're going to cut it out. And then I actually am picking up Memento with my Wink of Stella now, which is crazy. I feel like this brush is just about done. And I'm going to add some color here. And just give him a little happy. And then I can move that color until it runs off my brush and have another go. So I go dark to light. Color is one of my favorite things. When I was a hairdresser, I loved it. When I was doing my other jobs, like it's always been a thing. And so it comes natural. But I love to teach it, so I'll be happy to go over. So I'm like literally going dark to light. If I find that something's too dark, I'll pull it off my brush a little bit before I keep going, because once you put too much, you can't go back. So I try not to start with too much, but here we go. I got more there. It needs a little more. But you can just drag from the line, drag down, drag down. Keep your brush kind of fluid. What's that guy name who paints? I feel like that when I'm painting, I get all quiet and stuff because it just makes me happy. I feel like he's cute as can be, but I feel like because the card is so purple, we should add a little bit of purple to the inside of his coat, like he's got a surprise inside. Oh, that's real dark. So that's what I was saying. If it gets too dark, you got to get rid of some of it. Oh, look at that color. Gorgeous grape. Oh, he's so cute. All right, maybe a little there. I just don't want it to be like screaming purple. Yeah. All right, good stuff. So let's stop there for a second so I can start over after. And then I'm gonna cut this one out. Cut it out. Say it isn't so. Oh, UPS is here. He's about to ring the doorbell. Maybe. Oh, maybe he knows that I'm live because he didn't ring the bell, but I can hear him. He's a great guy. I want to get him something for Christmas, actually. He's always does such a great job and takes care of us. Yeah, I agree. Nancy's saying that Judy must be very proud of her son. It's great work. It's funny, we go to the robot conventions, and I took a lot of interest in surgeries they can do with robots, because when I had major surgery, they used a robot assisted, and I think it's pretty amazing because they can get like that laser detail, you know. So cute. Thank you, Tara. I love this guy. He's adorable. And then so I've been struggling to find papers to match for Halloween. And then I opened the scrapbooking thing and I was like, whoa, what do we have here? I got my purple. I got my pumpkin. Life is good. Okay, so let's go just smack on there. You put a spell on me, buddy. That's adorable. So there's my fun fold. Now, this is an original fun fold idea because the original design had different measurements. Let me see if I can find the scoreboard, what I did with it. Oh, it's over here. Actually, we'll use this one. We can use this one. So I'm going to grab another piece of paper and give you the same ideas, except that we're going to change it a little bit. Let me show you what I mean. So the original one that we did was scored at 2, 4, and 5.5. We're still going to score it in half at 5.5 and at 4. So I flipped it over there to get it to score at 4. And then I'm going to cut it down right here before I score next. But so this is just a card front, so 4 1/4. Cut it in half. Getting my score blade out of the way. And then you can see I've got this 4-inch square here, right? Oh, I know. That glitter paper is so cool. We have current glitter paper that's that I use to make Halloween cards too. I showed it a couple weeks ago here, but I'm so happy with this stuff. It's just the right colors. It's nice and vibrant. Be perfect for making treats and boxes for candy. Okay, so here I am, and I've got my trimmer all lined up, and you may not be able to see it, but I'm at the 4-inch score mark where my paper blade, my trimmer blade sits, and I'm at the opposite end, okay? So I'm gonna put this down and I'm gonna score it on the diagonal. So here was what the original card was intended to do. And my talented teammate, Robin, turned it into this. So that's her easel fold, right? Now, let's grab another 5 1/4 by 4 from under here. We'll stick this in. It's intended to do, it's a little bit different, so I'll show you. Okay, we're still gonna stick this piece down. Okay, so that's the piece at the top there. Now this piece, instead of folding, oh, did I do my scoring wonky? Should it be folding? Well, no, it's good. It's good. So instead of scoring it, it's intended to be scored like this. And then you can, here, let's do this. Well, those are fun to create with. I can see myself going to town with these. All right, hang on. So it's intended to sit up like this. So it's a fun fold, and then when you fold it flat, you would put your so sorry, I should have it like this. When you put your die cut on it, you would go this way, as opposed to going that way. So let's take a look. If this is 4 by 4, this was 4, so we'll go. I kind of want to do the stripes again. I love those stripes. 3 3/4 square, okay? So what I'm doing is I'm going to make a layer for that that front piece that cuts at an angle. So 3 3/4 square, and then I'm going to cut it on the diagonal again from corner to corner. Come on, you can do it. All right. So there we go, cheering myself on there. Okay, so there's a layer for that. And I'll just, and I could put cardstock in between if I wanted to get fancy, but you get the idea. We can, so you could do 3 3/4 square, cut it, and then do like 3 1/2 square, cut that, and then layer the pieces on top of one another, you know, just to make your triangles. But I love this paper. The dots and the lines do all the work. Oh my gosh. I have trouble putting this stuff down. So the lines make it funky to line up if you're spacing it out. And it's already drying because I didn't put that much adhesive, but you get the idea. It's fine. I'm going to cut one more piece, and so this is 1 1/2, so I'm just going to cut a 1 1/4 inch strip off of this to kind of finish dressing it. 1 1/4. I could switch it out and use a different pattern, but I think it's kind of cool that it's all broken up and connected at the same time, right? So here we go. Adorable. Okay, so there's that. It's kind of fun. It's like one of those haunted houses that you walk through at the fair that, like, you never know if the door is going to be crooked or... It's adorable. Okay, so I get these. Do we want to stamp on it, or do we want to... Let's see. Here, I get this little witch. Will she fit on there? She's flying. Sure, why not? We'll try it. That's what you get when you're on the fly. You know, I have to say, Tara, I did scrapbooking a ton when my daughter was little. And there are things in her scrapbook that I wrote with my own handwriting that I don't remember writing. So it really does make a difference to me that I can go back to those memories and see. Oh, look at this. Something wicked this way comes. How cool is that? All right, I'm gonna stick these together first. Holy smokes, that's cool. I'm sticking these to the side of my plastic table for a second. I kind of, is it me, or do you kind of like it? Do you want this dead in the center, or do you want it kind of crooked? Because I'm kind of feeling crooked, like the crooked door at the, you know what I'm saying? You tell me what you think, and I'm gonna I want to grab another marker because I see the opportunity for cute coloring. Oh, and of course there's not one there. Yeah, this guy should do. All right. So I got a light smoky slate blends here. Do you want them crooked or do you want them straight? You tell me. So that would be crooked and then straight would be dead in the middle. I'm saying that way is the way to go about it. All right. This is a smoky slate smarker, yeah. It's a smarker. That's when you know it's time to be quiet. I'm gonna just color a little bit. I need to go up in the other room and get all the stuff for that workshop that's coming up because these are all, I want a lemon lolly marker. So what am I doing? He is flying through the air and the smoky slate marker is the shadow that he is casting underneath the items. This is a good preview of what you can expect in 2 weeks. All right, let me grab those because honestly, they're all put away with good intentions. Here we go. So my smoky slate is there. Now we're talking. Here is my Highland Heather marker, and this is a blends marker. So it's alcohol based, and we'll go through all of the blends and how they work and why they work and how to use the color lifter. This one's really flying out, so I'm going to use the skinny side. And I'm neglecting my readers. Here we go. Now I can see. And I color up to the line. Try not to go over or to the line because it bleeds a little. So if you want to stay inside the lines, you kind of try not to get too close too fast. Like dating. Don't get too close too fast. Test the waters first. Okay. So I got my blend, I got this filled in, and this is the light, oh no, this is the dark Highland Heather. I lied. So here's my guy. And because this is blends, I know that I can add some highlight because the moon is shining on his back. And I can hit it and leave it for a second. And I'm really going to leave it because I don't want to go too far and then have it look bogus. So while that's doing its thing, I'll take care of this little brush guy. That was Lemon Lolly. This is Basic Gray, so it's a little bit darker than your Smoky Slate, but I wanted to kind of fill this in. And this is just quick. We'll do a better demonstration of all of this when we get the full workshop thing in a couple weeks. And what's really cool about that is at the end you can ask questions. So if there's anything that's not crystal clear, we can go over it. And you can ask instead of me trying to like read the comments and all that. So I'm going to take this is a classic marker, and I'm going to make some general dark areas. And isn't that funny? Because this is a classic marker. It's not a blend, but I'm going to treat it like a blend. When my daughter was in Girl Scouts, she earned a silver star teaching younger kids how to make cards, and we taught them how to blend classic markers. Because for little ones, it makes more sense. The blends are a little bit more advanced. But you can blend classic markers like they're blends. And again, if you want to learn more about that. So it does look like I went outside the lines a bit, and you're not, like, essentially, it doesn't work like an eraser, but I am going to hit it just a little bit to see if I can get that line to kind of come in. If you do it too much, it'll go the other way, and it'll spread it. So I'm just going to hit it and let it dry for a second. I'll go back to the Lemon Lolly. Give him a... And I don't know why, but this makes it look like he's human. Petal pink on the inside. Okay. There's a line there and I don't like it. So the idea of blends is to have like less lines when you're coloring. It's supposed to be washy and blendy. And that's visibly wet to me. So when it's visibly wet, you got to let it dry before you try it again. Oh, it's so fun. Yeah, I do a lot of treats at Halloween. All right, I'm putting this on crooked. Up, straight, crooked, straight, crooked. Yeah, you guys are like literally split in half. So I'm going crooked. Can I say? I'm feeling a little sideways today. Okay. Well, because it's already open and sideways, so it's kind of cool that it does that. And then, how about... Isn't that cute? Something wicked this way comes. Bring on Harry Potter. It's like the Harry Potter marathon's coming soon, right? On TV. It's that time of year. We'll be seeing them all leading up to the holiday. Okay. So there's that. I did buy the house that went on, like, that you can't buy from Stampin' Up anymore. It's on back order, but it's supposed to be back in November. Not that that's helpful, but if you're a Halloween buff and you really want one, it will be back. I saw a couple of demonstrators online turn them into Christmas houses, and my team member Sandy was telling us at the meeting that she was planning to make one for Easter, so I can't wait to see that. So we've got Robin's original card that inspired me, and I did give you the measurements, but let's go again. It's just a regular card, 11 by 4 1/4. Score it 5 1/2, 4, and 2 to make this one. And this was actually an accident. I love her accidents. She's brilliant. And this is my version of her card. And Trish, I know, it's disgustingly awesome. And then this one, Something Wicked This Way Comes. Yep, there's the potion. Oh, maybe I should have went the other way. Like I should have went, yeah, whatever. It's fine. He looks like he's flying sideways. It's perfect, actually. I'm digging it. So funny. But that's what you do. You take an idea and you experiment and see how it goes. I guess I could have went that way. Goofball. It's not too late, is it? Yeah, it is. It's all right. You never know. I might just redo it because I'm that crazy. But anyway, I hope you have a wonderful week. Let's see. What's coming up? We've got Stamp Out Breast Cancer is going to be started up very soon, and we'll all have the opportunity to get PDF tutorials for a donation. So no money is taken from any one of the demonstrators that participate. They're all just really good people that want to raise money for charity. We have the craft along in 2 weeks, 9/23, so mark your date. And if you sign up, I will send you reminders by email, three email reminders that day, because I don't know about you, but I forget stuff all the time. So I'll schedule that. You can get a packet for that with a $35 order. If you spend $50, I'll also send you a surprise embellishment. So the host code for that is in the email. And if you need me to send you that email again, let me know. I'm sure it'll be out next week if you're on my list. What else? Oh, it says the video is ended. Hopefully not. I'm still talking. On October 1st, Cheryl and I will be doing another bingo. The last one sold out in about 48 hours. So we're going to add more packets this time. We're going to allow 46 people to join. So the prizes were crazy. It was so fun. I had bingo closed out the next morning, and everybody placed their orders within the first 12 hours. So their stuff is already en route to them, and everybody got everything they wanted, which was good. I was nervous about stuff selling out. The only thing that is out right now with the holiday catalog is that little peppermint candy dots. And those are starting to, I guess they're going to be back on 9/16. So that's just like a week, and we get them back. So yeah, so you cast a spell on me. I love this, and I love some of our new scrapbooking stuff. It's adorable. And thank you again to my team member, Robin. You guys, they inspire me so much, my team. Like, I like clean and simple, and then they make stuff that is ridiculously awesome. And I have to go make it. So that's what that is. Anyway, I hope you have a wonderful week. And if you got the quarterly, they were mailed yesterday, and I have 3 videos to make, but it's coming. So like within the next 24 hours, you'll have 3 videos. So have a great night, guys. Bye.